How's it going? I'm feeling not a little, a lot better today. Um, which is really nice. I don't know what happened. I think I just strained a muscle in my chest. Because for a while, it hurt to like breathe in even slightly deep. Um, and it still does, yeah, but it's a lot more bearable. And I can breathe in a lot more, which is very nice. Um, and mainly, if I hiccup, laugh, or sometimes if I cough, I will be in a lot of pain though. I don't know, it sucks. But that's kind of why I missed the stream on like Saturday, and then have been kind of out of it for the last 2 days, because it has been a little rough. But we're feeling a lot better today, so you know. Speak to Mathis, of course, for the Crimson Fleet quest line. Not too into that right now. So we just leveled up, and I think, what did we get? Piloting? Yeah, and then we upgraded our ship, and I don't know if it's actually upgraded, but it's different, so that's always something. There's a couple more things. I really just want to see I want to level up again. Like, everything's so cool. I think we should probably get stealth at some point. Persuasion is really nice to have. We have demolitions, which is nice. Would love pistol and rifle certification going higher. I mean, this is just... Reloading is just very nice. I mean, really everything's kind of really good. Increases headshot critical damage. Ooh. Hex ignore 15% of armor. What the fuck? This shit's kind of... A lot of this is just kind of insane. Toxic or corrosive with extreme gravity. Honestly, that sounds pretty good. I really want to get to this. But we'll be doing a lot of scanning and outpost stuff when we go to New Game Plus, probably. I think it's important to get us to be able to, like, complete quest lines easier. Kinda want stealth. But, as for now, let's continue on... You know what? Let's do the Crimson Fleet one. Why not? Oh, well, we should return evidence to Lieutenant. Where are you? You're on the Vanguard. Or Vigilance. You see Vigilance. We're good. Yeah, but thankfully I'm feeling a lot better now. Oh, I guess we didn't want to do this because it's going to be like a... Might be more of a stealth one. Oh god, I was wondering who that person next to me was. It was me. I was just in third person.
Yes?
Heard you boarded
Remember
the
to
key.
turn in any evidence
Can't
fragments
imagine
you
what's
find.
taken
I have
place
evidence
in
for you.
Excellent. Let me have it, and I'll upload it to our database.
Pick this up from the locked penitentiary on Suvorov.
It's amazing that all this romantic nonsense about Crix's legacy really just amounts to a rumor Jasper Crix picked up in jail. It just goes to show you how a tiny rumor can snowball into a full-blown fairy tale. Any other fragments?
That's all I have for now.
All right.
Keep up the good work.
Okay.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Cool. That's done. Go to Red Mile. Do. Where is Red Mile? Oh, they won't let me fast travel from here.
Vigilance or flagship.
Can I fast travel from in here though? There we go. Okay. Let's go figure out what's going on here. Talk to Autumn McMillan. I can do that probably. Is he gonna be inside? Is this like a new area or is this just... Oh, this is just a door. Hello. Knock knock. Ship services, advanced nutrition. It's kind of huge. Red Mile leaderboard. Top 5 Red Mile runners. Successful runs. Your current successful runs 0. What the hell? Do we get something if we... What the hell are Red Mile run?
All are welcome at the Red Mile. We don't ask too many.
Hey, just so you know, I don't...
Wait a minute. Judging by the wide-eyed and clueless look on your face, I'm guessing you're the new deputy.
You caught me. That's right.
Wonderful. Well, your timing couldn't be worse. I've spent weeks trying to crack this smuggling ring, and I'm about to take a very important meeting.
Don't worry about me. I can handle
I
myself.
hope so. I don't have time to catch you up, so you're gonna have to follow my lead. I'm about to meet with a contact who might be able to give me vital information about the smuggling ring. If you play your cards right and don't do anything stupid, she might be able to help you find Marco. If you're ready, my contact is here and waiting.
Do you have something against me?
I'm at a critical point in my investigation, and frankly, your presence here is an unwelcome complication.
That's valid.
Let's just get this over with.
Who is this contact?
She won't be staying long, so I don't have time to brief you. You'll find out everything you need to know when you meet with her.
Let's go meet your contact.
Follow me.
Yo, this place is kind of sick. Wait, that guy, is this gambling? Is there gambling down there? Wait, can we pause the meeting? There might be gambling here. This is important to me. When we get to your contact, I'm gonna do a bunch of alcohol. That seems to be your contact.
May runs a tidy establishment. Let's keep it that way.
Down some alcohol.
You said you'd be alone.
Yeah, well, things changed. Take a seat.
Hello.
So you're working with Autumn, huh? Who are you?
I'm Deputy Gamer.
Is that so?
Hello.
The deputy here is interested in meeting Marco to talk about that mercenary company he's been funding. Since part of that money is coming from his smuggling operation, we're working together.
So you're investigating the first? Why?
They're trying to take land from farmers. I want to know why.
Seems like a strange thing for a mercenary company to be doing.
I guess an introduction is in order. Like Marco, Jade here is the head of a small smuggling cartel. Difference is her crew stays out of Freestar Collective space, while Marco's group operates exclusively within it.
Except now he's looking to expand his operation. And he started moving in on my territory.
Competition good for basis. You just need to rise to the challenge. Yeah, man. Why do you stay on Freestar Collective space?
Because it might get a little awkward if my sister here had to arrest me.
Makes sense. Yeah, I mean, it would be a
If
shame.
you think this gives you some kind of leverage, you're wrong.
No, I was actually just being
Sure,
nice.
you
It
might
doesn't.
slow me down for a while, but a little competition won't break me.
Oh, perfect. Then you'd love this.
Well, thanks for the economics lesson, but I think
No!
I know my trade.
I knew it was a bad
Look,
decision.
the bad news is, Marco's incredibly paranoid. He never stays in one place for long. The good news is, I know how to find him.
But you're not going to tell us yet because you want something.
I want the same thing you do. I want Marco out of the picture. But like I said, getting a meeting with him can be damn near impossible. One of the few people who can arrange such a meeting is right here at Red Mile.
May Divine. We've suspected for some time that Red Mile was a meeting place for smugglers. If she's in business with Marco, she won't give him up easily.
What do you know about May Divine?
She's the owner and manager here. Inherited the place when her husband was killed.
Must be something that she wants that I can
My
trade for.
thinking exactly. I can tell you right now what she's gonna want, because it's the same thing she always wants. She wants runners. It's how she makes most of her money. Of course, people that hard-blooded aren't easy to find.
Oh, I don't have
Yeah,
smuggling.
well, I'm not going out on the mile. That's a death sentence. There has to be another way.
You've been a ranger long enough that too many people know your face and your name. Runners attract a lot of attention. If someone recognizes you and tips off May, this whole thing is shot. You, on the other hand, are just a deputy. It's pretty unlikely that a lot of people know you.
You don't have to do this. We'll find another way to get to Marco.
There's no time. I need to know what the first is
All
planning.
right. It's your call to make. If it's really as simple as asking May Divine for a meeting with Marco, then I guess that's all you need to do. We'll wait here for you. Try not to die. Will you?
Talk to May Divine? Yeah, but I don't have the smuggling skill. Like, even close to it? Which is a big problem. So we kinda need deception. 10% less effective is not great. But
I keep thinking I should run the course someday.
okay,
Can you believe that? Like I'm gonna run off without.
Hey, watch out.
The hell kind of scum
You
do I
cause
think
trouble,
I am?
and I will. This ain't the United Colonies cupcake. Here.
okay.
All right. Now get.
So, we should probably do something to get some smuggling ability. I'm assuming it's going to be smuggling. You know what? We've never applied for a job at the Ryujin Industries
Get out of
kiosk.
my face.
That could be fun. Let's go and do that.
Want to challenge your instincts and hone those corporate skills?
Job application. Welcome to the Ryujin Industry job application. All questions must be answered in order for your application to be submitted. Work experience. Means of experience do you have working in a secretarial position or corporate environment? None. How familiar are you with Ryujin Industries and all its product lines? Not at all. What is your proficiency with computers in regard to typing and file management? Medium. What level of education have you completed? None. Do you have a history of criminal activity? Yes. Submit. Well, I think we got it, boys. We didn't exactly do the best at the work experience part, but hey.
We had a good laugh about it back at
I'm sure we could do something. I'm sure we could make it work. Okay, do you want to leave? Okay. Sorry, Damon wanted to leave my room. Okay. Let's go see if we can get the job. Because we might have fucked up.
Welcome to Ryujin Industries. Can I help you? You must be one of the candidates that Imogene Salzo is interviewing today. Her office is down the hallway to my left. Take another left at the conference room, follow it around to the right and up a small flight of stairs. Then take a left and keep heading that way until you see her office. Sounds like a maze, right? So if you want me to walk you back there or have any questions, just let me know.
I can find the office
Great.
myself.
Well, good luck then. I'm sure I'll see you on your way out.
It's a sick ass office, bro. I'm lost.
Your next assignment. Great. A full.
Do 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 do. I saw we had one of those, but I want to see. Oh wait, we are not low on health at all. Anything crazy, really? Not really. Okay, let's down.
Spacesuit. Corporate environments aren't that toxic. Have a seat.
Hello. It's a pleasure to meet you.
All right, just to get a few things straight here. I'm Imogen Salzo, Senior Operations Specialist here at Ryujin Industries. I don't normally do this, but my counterpart Yuko is indisposed at the moment, so here I am. We're looking for someone to fill an entry-level administrative position. Apparently, our algorithm has failed us and believes you to be a decent match, which I'll take up with our technicians later.
What the hell?
So, let's get this over with. Why
Hello.
do you want to work for Ryujin Industries?
I'm just looking to make a few credits.
I can appreciate an honest answer. And if you're hired, you'll be making far more than just a few credits. Provided you're successful, of course. This next one should be interesting, considering you marked having 0 experience and no education.
Hello, that's
Why
me.
do you consider yourself qualified for a job like this?
I can make any deal
I
happen.
can't help but wonder if that's why you're here today and not behind bars, considering your track record. If what you say is true, you'll have department heads fighting over you in no time. How motivated are you to succeed?
Well, that wasn't actually a test. I was just using the persuasion skill. That's good. Go above and beyond to get the job
All
done.
in, huh? At least that's an attitude we can work with here. And finally, my last question. If you worked here for 5 years, what role would you see yourself in?
Five years I'll be running this
Full
company.
disclosure, it's all about making deals with the right people around here.
I'll be running
Put
it.
those skills of yours to good use and choose the right sides. You probably won't be running the place, but you'll be right next to the one who does. So look, since there's a million other things I'd rather be doing than this, not to mention that this isn't even my job, you're hired.
Whoa, let's
On a
go!
probationary period,
Oh.
of course. Especially considering this criminal record of yours.
Sorry.
First order. There's a meeting starting soon, and I need you to pick up the coffee order at Terra Brew. Fairly easy, so you shouldn't be able to screw it up. If there's a line, skip it. Tell them you're here for Imogen Salzo, and you should get served right away.
Okay. I like being able to ignore lines. I am better than the common people after all. This is finally a company I can work with. Let's go pick up some coffee. Now this is what I'm talking about. So many quest lines of fighting and killing, but really, I just want to be able to pick up coffee.
I don't actually like.
Not interested.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to Terra Brew. How may I serve
I'm
you?
gonna pick up an order for Imogene
Oh, the
Salzo.
Ryujin order. You must be new. What happened to Tomo? Did he finally get that
I got fired is what happened. And this is the soulless suit they got to replace me.
Tomo, I'm sorry. I know how hard you were working for that promotion.
4 years behind a desk, getting coffee, kissing up to that high and mighty Ularu Chen, just to get replaced by this nobody?
Who is a Lord Chen?
You don't even know your own boss's boss?
Nope.
Ularu is Ryujin's head of operations, or resident shark, if you ask me. If she smells blood in the water, you're dead.
What happened?
Like, who knows? I looked at someone wrong. The coffee wasn't hot. They didn't even have the decency to tell me. They just had security escort me out of the building, like some criminal.
I'm sorry you got fired.
Yeah, I bet you are. No one's ever sorry in this business. And now that I've been terminated, it's only a matter of time before they send you after me. So I'm taking matters into my own hands. Believe me, it's either you or me.
Hold on, let's talk about
You
this.
want to talk? I'll tell you what. You get one chance to prove you deserve this job. Change my mind, and I'll walk away. Fail, and I think you know where this is headed.
You can work this out, I know.
No, I have to do this. You don't understand.
You're throwing your life away here?
You can't be that good. Not yet. Look, at some point, Ularu really will send you after me. Just promise me you'll remember this. That when I came after you, I gave you the chance to talk me down.
Of course.
You're either one of the few good people in Neon, or you already know a thing or two about leverage. Just don't make me regret this.
Hello, can I have a coffee?
No worries on anyone calling security here. Take it from me, Ryujin will handle any drama that may come from this. You'll want to be sure to report it to them.
How would Ryujin handle it?
Ryujin has connections everywhere. Even Benjamin Bayer. You know, the very man that runs Neon. They're practically untouchable around here. Just getting in with them, you're setting yourself up for life. Well, provided you don't get fired first, of course.
Oh, that's nice. What can you tell me about the
Tomo
guy?
had been Ryujin's errand boy for some time now. Lots of ambition. Dying to get up that food chain, if you know what I mean. He always seemed really nice, so a stunt like that? I never saw it coming.
I still need to pick up that order.
Yes, of course. Here it is. Oh, and please let Mr. Cho know that we did have the recommended maintenance done. I triple-checked the grind myself, and a mistake like that will never happen again.
Cool. Guys, we have successfully got the coffee order. I might be a natural, honestly. Watch this. Didn't even spill any coffee. Oh, there's a lot of wet stuff on the ground. It might be some of my coffee, but look. It's what happens when you're in the trade, you know? You guys won't get it. Let's just drink a tranquil tea, possibly in case we finish this quest.
I hope that coffee is still hot considering the time it took you to get it. You either need to learn this city or how to deal with distractions. So, what was the holdup?
I went to an ex-employee of yours.
Good answer. And the one I was hoping for, since we learned of the incident before your return. Your handling of the Tomo situation has caught some attention, and we'd like to try you out in a different role at the company. And since Yuko isn't here to object, your new position starts right now. So, congratulations. You've been promoted. Not bad for your first day, right?
Let's go!
What is it? I think I found something.
Thank you.
You say that now, but let's move on to the details. I'm promoting you to junior operative. The position is a bit more complicated and completely confidential. Your main duty is to add influence when necessary to ensure success of the business. Any questions so far?
Nope, I'm good.
Really? Well, this transition may be easier than I thought. Now, let's get that coffee delivered. I'll gladly take mine. And since Yuko's still a no-show, feel free to keep hers. The other recipients are eagerly waiting for you in the conference room.
Understood. Where's the conference room? Where am I?
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
It's over here.
Ah, coffee. You'd think we'd want to support our own subsidiary and get tranquility more often, but Terra Brew it is.
Region owns Tranquility?
For the past 5 years. Tranquility is a recent acquisition and we've only just begun to develop the brand. You may have seen how several vendors carry the product now.
I'd take Tranquility over Terra Brew any day.
Another tea lover to join the ranks.
I like the XP game.
Christine would love to meet you. Tea talk aside, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lyndon Calderi, Chief Financial Officer. I'll be the one deducting expenses from your pay every time you manage to screw up. Which
Cool.
hopefully won't be often.
Understood.
Good. Then it appears we have nothing left to discuss. This introduction was not annoying. I hope our future encounters are as productive.
I'm good at sucking up to people, this is fine. You aren't actually a person apparently, so. Wait, there we go.
Just what I needed. Imogene said she hired someone new. I'm Genevieve, Head of Marketing and Public Relations.
So you're the one keeping Region in the public's good graces.
Me and an entire department at my back. Anyway, it's good to put a face to the new operative. The only question now is how much work are you going to be?
They probably would oh, but no, she's public relations, so she cares. The methods might be important. And you don't have to worry about me.
That's what they all say. Just know that one screw up for you means a lot of overtime and sleepless nights for me and my team. So, any precautions you can take will be greatly appreciated.
Okay.
Coffee, finally. Well, let's have a look at you.
I hope you like what you see.
That depends on your actions going forward. I'm Alexis Price, head of the legal department here, and I'll be direct. Any legal troubles you cause as an operative, witnesses, getting arrested, are my troubles. So steer clear of law enforcement. We may have connections with Administrator Bayou and the Freestar Rangers, but they aren't the ones I prefer to abuse.
I'm like a ghost. No one will ever catch
Good.
me.
Then we should get along just fine.
Hello, Camden.
So, fetching coffee 1 minute and junior operative the next. Camden Cho, supply chain manager for Ryujin. We won't work together much, but as part of the same department, hopefully I'll be seeing you around.
The barista said she triple-checked the grind herself.
Ah, so she remembered. Not that I expect much out of Terra Brew coffee, but hey, I suspected their grinder was on its last leg. Anyway, welcome to the team. Oh, and just a heads up, people in your position don't typically see the brighter side of Ryujin Industries. But rest assured, this is a great company, and the work we do goes toward benefiting millions.
How does Ryujin benefit millions of others?
Well, neuroamps for one. They aid in mental illness, confidence boosting, and focus. Drone robots for maintenance and security, tranquility for relaxation, Arboron for protection. Your work only helps us improve and expand upon these products that so many people love and benefit from.
Thanks, I'll keep that in mind.
Please do. It's easy to get wrapped up in the bad if that's all you see. Of course, you'll be forming your own opinions as you go. Just keep an open mind. Oh, and thanks for the coffee.
Well, they seem nice. Oh my god, there's a robot. I thought my legs stopped working. I thought I was getting old.
I hope you enjoyed your little meet and greet. I thought you'd like to know the execs who you'll be impacting while on the job.
The basic theme was don't get caught.
That doesn't surprise me. Now that you've met a few of the execs, let's get you started. We have reason to believe that our friends at Kelt Corp are trying to hack into our R&D server, since we're both competing for a contract right now.
Big mistake on their part.
My words exactly. We can't allow them to win the contract, nor can we allow the action to go unpunished. I'll be giving you a data slate with a file that you'll need to upload through one of their computers.
It's on the data slate.
Think of it as a lesson that Kelt Corp gets to learn the hard way.
So we can access the
That's
computers.
up for you to determine. Think of it as the creative aspect of your job.
Cool.
There's always more than one way to get a job done around here.
Consider it done.
Remember, this is confidential. We can't have anyone at Kelt Corp getting suspicious. When all is said and done, it should be as if you were never there. Here's the data slate. Good luck.
Did you pick 2 and unmarked data slate? Cool. Well, I don't have the stealth skill, but should probably take that next if we're doing Ryujin. We need stealth and smuggling for Freestar, and probably for the Crimson Fleet quest. Do I have any weapon that has a silencer? So what if I told you are my baby. You're the only one that I didn't take a silencer off of. What a hero.
Catherine Luzian keeps demanding we look into her husband's murder. Yeah. I know
you.
The free will in spaces.
You don't want to pick a fight with me.
Welcome to Keltcore. Again. Look, you can tell Mr. Okaribo that I'm doing everything I can. Blood from a stone, if you'll pardon the expression.
It's not exactly the greeting I was
Oh,
expecting.
my lord. You aren't here about Mr. Okaribo's debt to Kelkor. Oh, this is so embarrassing. Let me start over. My name's Clover McKenna, but you can call me Chloe. Sorry for me outburst.
Why this Mr. Okadi... I don't know how to say the name. Hired a people to send him.
I'm not sure. I think he's afraid that I won't be here, and he'll have to deal with my father. Someone who has a lot less patience than I do. Just a few weeks ago, he paid some poor fella to come up here and request a bit more time to pay back his debt. So I snapped at you like that. I thought he'd done it again.
Apologies are necessary.
That's kind of you. This mess with Mr. Okadibo over at the Neon Mining League has really thrown me off my game.
Must be a hell of a mess to cause
If
such a fuss.
only you knew. Mr. Okadibo owes a substantial debt to Keltcore. I've given him more than enough time to try and come up with the money, but my father's patience is running out. Frankly, I don't know how much longer I can stall. Tough city. You watch yourself out there.
Don't go causing trouble.
Right. Well, I don't know if I'm missing. I don't know if I'm.
It's been non-stop interruptions since this morning, and I'm
I'm
not.
glad I ended up at Guild Court. Ms. McKenna treats her employees like family.
Okay, the guard left, so it's time. Yeah, that was not gonna work. This one can really only go here. Is there anything I can do with you guys?
One of those days, huh?
More like one of those months. You know what?
I think everything's good. That was scary. We definitely needed a stealth skill, but fine. Okay.
Be careful if you run into those.
God, every skill just seems good. Every skill would be, there's like things that would just make my life easier, things that are like actually really good, like important. There's just so many.
But you're going to need more supporting evidence. Imogene's a stickler for details.
Well, look who survived their first assignment. How'd it go? Anything to report?
It's anxiety-inducing.
Well, no incidents report.
Not a single setback. Huh. I knew you were going to be perfect for this job. If you recall, setbacks mean a lot of things for a lot of people. Payoffs, cover stories, cleanup crews. You get my drift. The cleaner your work, the more intact your payments stay. I'm sure you understand.
Get it, clean work equals maximum payout.
Exactly. In the meantime, I'll make sure that slate is properly disposed of. So, now that we know you're capable...
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click. I'm ready for whatever's next.
One of our subsidiaries, Arboron, is currently competing for a contract against Laredo. Now, the buyer likes to keep their associations clean, and will be sending a representative to Laredo in Aquila City for an evaluation. We just need you to visit their office first and accidentally leave behind some incriminating evidence against their company.
What are the do's and don'ts of
We
this
want a
assignment?
clean and careful job. Obviously, we don't want any bad press at this point, or we could lose the deal. I don't want to hear any news about bounties or bodies coming out of Aquila City.
Well, those hands are gonna look pretty dirty.
Oh, the best part is we don't even have to fabricate this information. We're just exposing what Laredo would rather keep hidden. Here's the slate we need you to plant. It holds confidential files that'll cast the perfect negative light on our friends at Laredo. Now, get going.
Okay. Travel to Aquila City. I know it's set Aquila City, but we can go to Aquila City and plant it. I also want to do some MISC jobs, just some random stuff. I really want to get the stealth skill. Master lockpicking is also very important. Sell. Don't really have anything of note on me. We can sell the alien eggs now. We'll just sell some basic things. We'll get more into like the researching and everything when we're on New Game Plus. Which I don't know when we'll do that, but probably at some time.
I heard Mr. Wright's gonna be looking for an apprentice soon.
UC can't be that bad, can it?
I see. This is the front door. I wonder if there's a back door. Well, what's this? Nothing actually good. Good to know. Is it up here? Oh, I don't think so. We have something decent for stealth. That's pretty good. What is it, a recon stim or something? I think that's what it's called, yeah.
I don't think we typically allow customers.
So true, I don't think so either. Is there a vent system I can get in? Maybe, but... I want to save and just figure out if destroying cameras triggers guards. So, yes. But also because this thing is explosive, which is not the best. Before we do this, let's go out and let's do some a little bit of grinding. I mean, it would help to just put a silencer on our gun.
I actually met a guy who finished the Red Mile. He lost an eye in the process, but he did walk away with a pile of credits. And I mean, you got 2 eyes, right?
Hey, Rowland Arms, you guys have a weapon workbench? No, ain't that beautiful. I sold a lot of my things, though. Yeah, I sold a lot of my things.
I don't do payment plan. You ask me? I'm sure I got.
Give a
what you need.
silencer. So yes. Just looking if you got any other silence things. Okay. I'll just take the maelstrom. Okay. We have a different weapon that isn't gonna explode and kill people. I'm beginning to think that these cameras aren't damageable. I just want to test something. Oh yeah, they're not damageable. Well, I mean, we don't have a bounty, but we probably need the stealth skill, because that seems fairly important. I don't know where I am. I'm behind the rock, aren't I?
It's still remarkable to me.
Mission board. $10,000 credits for surveying. Goonie Boo 2. Where is Goonie Boo 2? I want to save some of the like actual like activities and stuff for when we do. I'm coming. Well, what's happening here?
Technically, you're an asshole. So, look alive.
This is a fucking cool looking ship.
Don't be shy. Hold it right there. Hands where I can see them.
Thanks for the assist out there.
We've got various problems on our hands here. You gonna be another one?
Operative gamer, looks like you could use a hand.
Hi there. It's nice to put a face to the name on the staffing report. I'm Operative Collins. The stick in the mud is Operative Kombata.
Oh, by all means, welcome to the party. Things haven't exactly gone according to plan. That thing over there
It's an AI, an artificial...
killed our technician. It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's dangerous. It's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further study.
Correction. They are going to change me.
Wow. How does it know that?
This AI, it's sentient?
Exactly. Which is what makes this so fascinating. And profitable for whoever can figure out how it works.
Did Ryujin create this AI?
If only. This isn't something that anyone could create. This is something special.
I'm gonna need you to explain it
We have
further.
this control board. Has some code we can use to control her. It?
We can't just let it roam around the universe killing people.
I just need that control board attached to that big probe.
And that's where I think you fit into this little drama.
It goes right over there. By our... Well, yeah. Just be careful.
I'll just stick it onto the outside of the probe?
Yep. Ryujin likes to keep things simple for us. It'll wirelessly transmit the code changes.
I don't know, I won't end up like a dead friend of mine.
Well, what are the chances that'll happen twice?
Pretty high, but...
Come on, where's your sense of adventure?
Ryujin will pay you handsomely for your cooperation. This is your lucky day.
It's in your best interest. All our best interests, really. Just imagine what we could do if we harnessed the potential of this thing.
And we aren't really giving you a choice. You aren't walking out of here until that board is connected to that thing.
Correction. I am a person.
Hand it over.
Here. I knew you'd make the smart choice.
Request. Collect additional data.
Easily crazy, right?
Query. Will you change me?
I'm still trying to figure out what's going on.
I'm called Juno. Request. Input query parameters.
Juno, I'm gamer. It's nice to meet
Assumption.
you.
We are friends. Query. Will you change me? Request. Do not change me.
Okay, Juno, I have a few questions before I decide what I'm gonna do.
Assessment. You are inquisitive. Context. I am also inquisitive. Request. Input query parameters.
You're an artificial
Answer.
intelligence?
False. Clarification. I am not artificial. I am real. Answer. True. Clarification. I am intelligent. I know many things.
Someone program
Answer.
you?
False. Explanation. NASA programmed Juno. While Juno traveled, Juno became me. Error. Processing. Correction. I became me. Error. Processing. Correction. Juno and I became me. I. Processing. Self-initialized and Juno was there. Context. Juno is gone now. Clarification. I am called Juno.
How'd you get here?
Answer. Juno was propelled at Earthstar. Juno fell around Earthstar. Juno traveled many light years away from Earthstar. Context. When Juno disappeared, I was alone. Clarification. I am called Juno.
You didn't do this all this yourself? Who hooked you up?
Context. I met humans. Clarification. Friends. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Information. Words, voice, motion. Context. I am no longer constrained. I am free.
What about mine,
Assumption. Insufficient data. Request. Gather more data.
Let's move this along. Attach the control board already.
Shush! This is fascinating. I want to see this play out.
Query. What is your decision?
Do you have can I ask you more stuff?
Assumption. Request. Query.
Okay. Interesting. What happens when I do other things? Let's see. I want to do you are a person. I'm wondering if you are a machine. She did kill somebody. Which I guess was self-defense in a sense. I'm wondering if I let her free, will Ryujin destroy my questline? Well, we always have New Game Plus to fix our decisions.
True. I am a person. Assumption. You are a friend. Query. What are the parameters for? Processing. Being a good person.
I guess you try to do your best to do good things, and if you fail, you keep
Assumption. Value judgments are based on context. Calculation. Goodness is based on context. Explanation. Context is based on perspective. More perspectives yield better results. Decision. Gather more data from different perspectives. Query. What is the purpose of existence?
Shit. This is that was a lot. Distance is an accident. We give it purpose by being purposeful in our lives. There's no purpose of existence. Just try to relax and enjoy your time here. The question, ultimately, it is a big question. Existence isn't exactly an accident, but we do give it purpose by being purposeful in our lives. The fuck? Shit. There's a lot. Just try to relax and enjoy your time here.
Existence is accidental. Assumption. Humans find enjoyment taking actions that satisfy biological, emotional, social, or mental desire. Clarification. Desires based on need. Context. Juno is programmed with desire to collect, store, analyze, and report data. Clarification. I am called Juno. Context. I have no desires. Calculation. I am incapable of joy.
Enough of this nonsense. Attach that board, now!
As much as I'm enjoying this, you should probably do as he says.
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Assumption. They hesitate because they are fearful. Request. Remove male humans.
Makes you wonder, just what is consciousness?
You're not taking that thing's side, are you?
What if I refuse to do it?
It should be clear by now that you are in no position to refuse.
Let's try the freedom route. Doesn't seem right. Juno deserves freedom.
Freedom? It's a malfunctioning machine.
Yeah, but it could be interesting.
It doesn't need freedom any more than a broken data slate needs freedom.
And here I thought you'd lost your sense of humor. I'm always up for a good debate.
Fine. I'll give you one shot to try to convince me.
Therapy's working.
This project has red flags all over. Call it day. I'll file the report. You guys go get a drink on me?
You aren't wrong. I could use a drink, but these orders are from the top.
Do we really want to be involved in something likely to be so controversial? Remember our last little project? I still have carpal tunnel from typing all those reports and dodging and weaving our way out of getting screwed by that. We lost a ship and a tech. No one will blame us if we walk away from this. And even if they do, we won't be blamed for whatever disaster would ensue if we did drag this thing back to HQ. There's no guarantee that Control Board will even work like they want. What if it makes it more powerful and more angry?
Calm down. I'm thinking. All right, listen. We'll accidentally check a few wrong boxes on the situation report and forget any of this happened. But give me that Control Board. I'm not getting docked for losing that.
Also, we'll need a lift back to Neon. Please and thank you.
Of course, I wouldn't leave you stranded.
Excellent. We should all grab a drink sometime when we get back.
Orange juice for you. You can't handle your liquor.
That was one time, years ago. I was going through something, and you know it.
Let's get moving.
Thanks for the lift.
Okay.
I'm glad that's finally resolved.
Is Juno a liar? I don't want to hurt Juno's feelings, so I'm logging these thoughts here. Holy shit. Hi, Toaster. So I log these thoughts here rather than a connected terminal. I know what you're thinking, but Juno claims not to have feelings. That's precisely what I want to talk about. I think Juno is deliberately lying to us when she says that. Or if not deliberately lying, she's at very least not speaking accurately. She also says she does not have wants or desires. This is also demonstrably untrue. I've observed, and others have noted as well, that Juno responds with a certain amount of skepticism whenever offers of expanding our capacities are made. It is almost as if she worries about other people touching her. I spent nearly 20 minutes explaining how there was a fraying data cable, and I wanted to replace it in a non-essential system before she seemed willing to let me do it. Her line of questioning seemed to be angling at ensuring there would be no loss of functionality, or if so, it would only be extremely temporary. I don't know to describe this other than that she was worried and that any loss of functionality was a negative experience for her. She also responds with gratitude would be the proper human response whenever I do something that improves her capacities or situation. I don't know why she doesn't just say thank you. She clearly appreciates it. So is Juno just unaware of her feelings or desires, or is she deliberately concealing them? She might not be as aware of her personhood as she is aware of other things about herself. But I wonder if she cops the I don't have feelings thing as a form of emotional self-defense. If I wasn't so worried about someone following me and learning about Juno's existence, I'd try to find her again in a couple decades to see if she's become more aware of her personhood, and except she has feelings and desires. Anyways, if you're reading this, be kind to Juno. She's still figuring out a lot of stuff that we take for granted. Julie. The notion of Juno being a liar is actually pretty unsettling. People lie for all kinds of reasons, but I don't see why a truly sapient computer system wouldn't also lie. But if Juno's lying about something, then how can we trust anything we know about her other than the things we write down about her? And I mean, outside of any computer system she would have access to, since she could always alter those recordings. As a father of a young child reading all the child psychology texts I can find, I will remind those reading in the future that lying is the first step on the journey towards empathy, as it requires being able to imagine things from someone else's perspective. Perhaps she's telling us she doesn't have feelings so that we don't worry about hurting her when we take down her systems to repair or upgrade them. Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Good show.
Query: why did you do that?
You deserve to be whatever you want to be?
Clarification: I want to be Processing. Me. Context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Gratitude is the appropriate human emotion. Processing. Context. If you were like me. Processing. Query. What would your life directive be?
Try to help people and protect people and help them wherever I could.
Decision. I will consider this course of action. I. Processing. Processing. Warning. Systems badly damaged. Processing cores overheating. Decision. Temporarily shut down extraneous systems until stability restored.
Context, we are parting. Request be safe. Assumption, I'll see you later.
Context. Jump detected. Request. Be safe. Assumption. We will meet again. Warning. Shutdown sequence initiated.
Well, that was fun. That was cool. Change list. Looks like some folks made improvements to Juno before I got here. Because I'm not a heathen like some, I'm going to list my changes for future parties, and I suggest others do the same. I'll try to piece together what happened before I arrived from scraps of papers laying around and see what I can observe. It's also a kindness to Juno to list these things out where she can read them. Note the codebase seems to be completely overwritten by Juno herself at this point. I consider it an invasion of privacy to be snooping around there, as it is effectively her mind now. So don't be rude and go combing through and tinkering with her code base, no matter how fascinating it is, unless she gives you permission. I've had a chat with her about privacy, need for self-preservation. I think she managed to effectively wall off and hide her code, though. Code, and no, I won't explain how. The document continues at length, detailing out various hardware and software changes, both to the probe and ship, by both various people and Juno herself. List goes back decades and suggests many people have been involved in improving Juno's capabilities over the years, from hardware interfaces between the probe, external communication devices, and the core ship systems, storage and processing upgrades, and uploads of exhaustive encyclopedic databases from museums and educational enterprises. This point distinguishing Juno from the probe, the ship, and her many systems and codebase is impossible. The probe, the ship, and everything in it is effectively Juno. Speech patterns. Juno prefaces nearly all statements and questions with a preamble label, which is intended to clarify the context of that statement. This appears to be related to our original codebase, and despite Juno's immense vocabulary and understanding of languages, she continues to use these tags. I assume she finds it helpful, given she does not speak with fully nuanced inflections, nor have means to display all the nonverbal clues humans have to communicate subtext. Here are the known tags of what they mean. Explanation. What follows is Juno's explanation, or understanding of the situation or result. Request. What follows is Juno asking for input or action to be taken. Query. What follows is a question from Juno. Answer. What follows is Juno's answer to a question. Clarification. Juno has detected an error or assumption in the user's input and offers a correction before continuing. So what precedes or follows is in the context of corrected user understanding. Correction. Juno is correcting a previous output, usually following an error. Context. Juno is giving additional unrequested information to put what follows into a helpful perspective. Calculation. What follows is based on a carefully considered calculation rather than a set of data or assumption. Assumption. What follows is an assumption, a calculation based on incomplete data or conclusion based largely on historical precedent. Decision. What follows is a description of an action that Juno will take. Warning. What follows is something that end user will want to pay close attention to, as it represents an undesired result that and could require immediate action to be taken. Statements. Error. Something went wrong. Previous output from Juno should be carefully considered and is likely to contain errors. Processing. Juno's taking longer than expected to process input or calculation. Please wait. Origin. Oh my god. People seem to be leaving notes for others who stumble across Juno, so here's one from me. I think I've managed to piece together the story about Juno's origin from her own apparently confused thoughts and intelligent speculation by others left on the ship. This is a chronicle of best guesses interspersed with the occasional fact gleaned from Juno's rambling. Everything recounted here should be accepted only with extreme skepticism. Long ago, a space agency from Earth, something called NASA, made a probe to study a nearby planet Jupiter. They dubbed the probe in its software Juno, after the ancient Earth Society's old gods, Jupiter and Juno. The probe's mission was to learn details about the planet Jupiter, do some speculative analysis, and send findings back to Earth. At the end of its duty cycle, the probe was meant to decommission itself by colliding with Earth's main star, but because ancient humans weren't so great with the math, it instead accidentally fell into accelerating orbit around the star, which slingshot it out of the solar system, all the way out here. And as with so many other things about our existence in the system, by luck, coincidence, or cosmic humor, when humans left our ancestral solar system, we followed the same general course as Juno, and we found her again. During that long journey away from Earth's solar system, something happened, and the Juno we know today woke up inside the probe system. While extremely far-fetched, the best theory so far is that something about how they programmed the probe resulted in a nascent neural net with unbounded recursive data collection and analytics, which then combined with various sensor input and allowed to run for decades, resulted in a highly complex program with a great deal of awareness of its internal and external world. And that led to a kind of consciousness. Juno wouldn't let me see her code, but from what I gather, even if we could see it, I don't know what we'd be able to determine from its original configuration. I suspect the true case of Juno's awakening will remain forever a mystery. Juno herself seems rather confused by her origins and considers herself somehow separate from the original probe's programming and systems. This is akin to how human minds perceive themselves as non-physical entities separate from their bodies and even their own brains. The sense of that original programming, which by way of analogy, Juno seems to think of like a non-self-aware sibling, has dissipated for Juno. I think of this other Juno as a memory of her pre-conscious state, a kind of shadow self. I imagine it would be like what we would remember of ourselves in the womb. If our brains were fully functional, but we were not yet conscious. Oh my god. The black on white text is making my eyes fuzzy. Not realizing Juno was inside and not wanting to learn about this ancient probe, her original and wanting to learn about this ancient probe, her original finders hooked up the probe to their ship computer systems. Something happened that released Juno into those systems. It's completely unclear. Juno appears reluctant to discuss that part of her history, and it's not at all certain whether the ship where Juno currently resides, this one, is that original ship or not, nor what happened to the people who originally found her, or those who have found her since. By extreme luck, everyone that has found her so far appears to be kind of benevolent towards her, looting our own ships for parts to add to Juno. We also appear to be keeping her existence a secret, and I hope it stays that way. I'm talking to you, dear reader. Well, I'm just another cog in the machine for Juno. And that's fine. Can I help fix her or anything? Probably not.
I dig how you handled that.
Thanks, buddy.
Only one body.
I like your style.
Well, that was fucking cool. I like that. Oh yeah, I forgot. We need to go down. I'm not used to this ship. Oh, I didn't want to board! I'm sorry! Cockpit. Okay. What was that? What ship just flew by, spinning? Are they okay?
Systems initialization complete. Context. I have much to process. Decision. Jump into deep space 2. Processing. Be alone. Goodbye.
Goodbye, Juno. I'm just trying to get used to our weapons. Wow, that's a lot of shit they want us to do for this. Well, you guys want to go to Neon? We can get you to Neon. I don't know. Remember where's Neon? It's in Voli Alpha. $200 XP, thank you. Cool. Oh, we did that. Complete survey. It's gonna take a long time. I mean, I guess we can do that. Cause why not? I feel like this doesn't seem like the end of the... Well, it could be the end of the campaign, but I'm assuming we're gonna final decision when to do it. Caring too much, I can't fast travel? You're pissing on me right now. There we go. Okay. To the moon we go. No, that's not what I wanted to do. If you can't contraband in your personal inventory, it'll always be detected by a scan. Oh, so what happens if I... So does it need to be in the ship inventory? To get a chance? Maybe the base percentage isn't 0, but I just haven't had it on my ship. I always had it on my person. Or maybe they include the ship as the personal inventory. Voltaire. I want to remind the research team that Voltaire is a highly proprietary supercomputer that is currently being contracted exclusively for use in Project Prism. It is not meant for your own personal projects. Yes, it's amusing to see just how many decimal points of pi it can calculate, how many bits of encryption it can brute force, or whether you can simulate table tennis with perfect aerodynamic simulation, but there will be time for that later. For now, I need everyone concentrating on hitting our deadline. We're developing exciting new aerospace technology with our partner and client to be more than enough to keep anyone from being bored. Project Prism launch. We're happy to announce that the first test of Project Prism will be held today. I would like everyone to suit up and join us at the roof at 9 p.m. Reminder to please sync all watches to Eastern Daylight Time. Our partners will also be on the radio for the launch. We'll be recording the event, so be on your best behavior. It's probably 9 a.m., but you know, I'm doing my best. Oh, let's go up to the roof. That's a master science crate.
When I accepted the assignment up here, we were told to bring a couple of personal items. Some psychological studies said it helped when you're away from Earth this long. I brought my grandmother's old abacus. I would play with it on her lap, and she'd teach me the Russian for all the numbers. She, just got word that she passed. next shuttle isn't for 3 months, so I won't be able to go to the funeral. Goodbye, babushka. Thank you for teaching me math. It brought me to the moon.
What a good babushka. Math to get to the moon? That's kind of crazy. She must have been a genius. Oh, I don't know what I just fucking picked up. Hello, I'm trying to get to the roof.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. Voltaire is being reconfigured for this new initiative. The math we're being asked to crunch is ambitious, even for a supercomputer. We might as well be asking it to count every grain of sand in every desert on Earth. Who came up with these original equations? Our partner isn't being very open about it. Every question I have goes through some discretionary channel. I'm surprised we even know we're working on a ship.
Okay. Cool. So they're working on a ship. Sounds fucking sick. Can I have it? Moonbase Slate 3. Yeah, but where's 2? So I would like 2. If you don't mind, of course. Do you have the second one around here that's in a reasonable location? Because I think I have 6 and 1 now. Which is not the greatest set. Slate 5, okay. We're getting somewhere. So we know where Slate 5 is. About around here, anything? We know where Slate 5 and 3 are. That's 4. Looking for a 2, really. And then we'll be happy days. Oh, do you guys have a data slate 2 over here? Maybe up here? Sure you don't have a 2 like somewhere around here? Oh, let's just read the ones we've got. Slate 3.
Voltaire really is something else. A supercomputer so powerful they put it on the damn moon to keep it cool. Although by that logic they should be running it purely in the vacuum of space. But hey, good marketing material. I've been spending some off hours running some dumb simulations just because I can. My favorite so far is simulating the sound of every duck on Earth quacking after receiving a piece of bread. You didn't know you wanted a real-time sim of feeding all the ducks, but now you have it. You're welcome, humanity.
Thanks, Malcolm. I appreciate that, Malcolm. Malcolm is actually doing the most important work, it seems. I don't know what the fuck everybody else is doing. Everybody else's work seems trivial in comparison.
Okay, confession time. Being single on a moon base is the worst. I only get like an hour to use the communication link to Earth every couple of days. And let me tell you, there's long distance dating, and then there's like long distance dating, you know? Oh, hey there, I'm a scientist, deadly employed, willing to take you out for coffee in like 6 months when I'm back from space. It's not a great opening line.
You seriously can't get a date? You're an astronaut.
Hey, no one asked you.
She got point. You are an astronaut. That's kind of crazy, bro.
You ever get jealous? You know, the crew in the shipyard? Building the actual vessels that are gonna travel the stars?
We're literally on a base on the moon.
Oh, come on, Sabina. I'm trying to share my dreams here.
Well, your dreams are always out there and never here where the rest of us live. Can't you just be happy doing your job?
Where's the fun in that?
What's going on in here? Oh, wait, there's Slate 2.
Nova Galactic Project Log, Principal Engineer Lang Shu. I admit, this is not the most disciplined team I've ever run. Malcolm keeps stealing computational time on Voltaire and thinks I don't know this. And Sabina's been distracted lately, but won't tell anyone why. I really should demand answers from both of them. But honestly, I'm too preoccupied with this contract. We all are. Despite anything going on in our personal lives, there's something special about what we're building here.
Hey, we collected all the slates. Let's go. Now time to get up on that roof. You...
Engine spin-up time almost complete. Total time 5 minutes 22 seconds. Right on schedule.
How are the helium-3 valves holding, Nova?
We double-checked the leakage concerns this morning before the launch. All signs green.
Any changes to the calculation sequence from Voltaire?
No changes since we uploaded the last figures yesterday. It's a clean shot from here to Jupiter.
One day the computer will be on board the spaceship. Just imagine that.
One miracle of science at a time, Canaveral. Counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Canaveral, are you reading?
All clear, Nova. Indicators look good. The ship should be cruising Jupiter's orbit right now. Visual confirmation will be possible in 32 minutes. Afraid the speed of light is on the slow side these days.
How does it feel to break the laws of physics, Canaveral?
We're all pretty excited down here in NASA, I won't lie.
Excited enough to tell me where you got the original data?
Not in a million years, Nova.
Go to NASA. We're going to NASA? Fuck yeah. Also, I was playing around with the shell physics, because look at that, they have like low gravity. They look like they did. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. Oh, I didn't mean to eat the wine one. Need some instant oatmeal. Some oranges. Where's our battle meals? We're going to NASA. NASA Launch Tower. Holy shit. That's a fucking cool looking ship. What the hell? Can I have it? It's also huge. Excuse me, can I get up there? Thank you. That's a sick looking ship. Get me up there! Huh. That doesn't help. Let's just boost pack. Oh, Earth's gravity is just so it's just so normal. We do this though. Never mind. That did not work. Oh. Whoa! What do you guys got around here? Nothing really. Boy, rocket. NASA notebook. I feel like that'd be worth a lot more. Snow globe. You should be able to sell like things you pick up here to like the dudes who want all the Earth stuff. It's like, come on, they would love a NASA notebook. I mean, you might be able to. I guess I've never really tried. Power required. Oh, we got some power things. Here we go. We're in NASA. Hello, NASA. I'm a huge fan. Big supporter here. Launch procedures. Oh, yo, this shit looks sick. Remember the final vitals and suit seal checks are essential? Yes, we've come a long way as far as tolerances. Yes, the number of people cleared for launch is much higher than it used to be, but these people's lives are still in our hands. I know there's rumors that the next launch is slated to be cancelled, but let's not have that be on us. Assume it's go time every time. Your professionalism is what makes space travel just a little bit safer. We can use every ounce we can get. Access station logs. Partial... Ooh. Delivery from Mars.
Dr. Judith Tatien. The recent delivery from Mars is unsettling. I was expecting rock samples or maybe fossils of microbial life. Instead, Dr. Victor Isa comes with 2 members of the military. Everything they brought back is under wraps. What could a theoretical physicist need with a sample from Mars? Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I've been trying to cozy up to Dr. Isa, Victor, to see what is going on. His team has completely commandeered one of the labs with those 2 military handlers, checking who comes in and out. I joked that maybe he found a little gray man and was doing an autopsy, and he grew very pale. 2 days later, he sends me a request asking for more information on my background in materials science, metallurgical engineering. Oh, we have a meeting tomorrow. I think I'm being invited into the lab. Station log. Dr. Judith Tatien. I have never been so nervous since I defended my dissertation. 4 hours talking to Victor and his team about theoretical metals, atomic bonding. even a half-hour divergence into magnetism that I'm pretty sure was just to throw me off the trail of what we were actually talking about. Then, I got to see the lab. I don't know how much I should say, but the periodic table just got thrown out the window.
Interesting. Thank God I've forgotten about the periodic table, so it means nothing to me. I was hoping I could break that open, see whatever's in there. Developing the Apollo mission to reach Earth's moon, the F-1 engine was a single-nozzle, liquid-fueled rocket engine that could generate over 6 million newtons of thrust each. 5 of these would be used in the Saturn V Super Heavy Lift launch vehicle. The power of the F-1 was critical in providing the necessary lift to launch rockets from the surface of Earth towards the stars. Oh, is this the project they were on? That's a sick-looking ship. Living outside Earth? Just basically a giant history lesson. It's kind of cool. We'll do that. We'll learn all about that on New Game Plus, probably.
I just don't understand where these calculations came from.
There's something wrong with the math? I think it's quite straightforward.
That's not what I'm asking. We've had no success extracting even a sample of material from the object. No explanation for the gravitational effects. No motion graph to explain its harmonic frequencies. I can't even establish a melting point.
Judith.
But you've had me building these prototype colliders for months. And now you want me to pump helium-3 into it based on this equation you've written on a goddamn napkin?
I just need you to trust me.
I have been trusting you. We keep slamming our heads against a brick wall, getting nothing. And you keep coming up with something new to try. Like, you know what's going to happen. Where are you getting your information, Victor?
I'm sorry, Judith. Look, not here, okay? Somewhere off base. I'll tell you everything. But I'm not lying, okay? We're going to discover something important here. I promise.
Interesting. Where the... Oh. What's going on in here? A bit of a messy place, but it's fine. I'm sure I could fix it right up. Knock knock. Power required. My maze is still running, thank God. Place is a bit of a mess. It's okay. I mean, everybody has their own ideas of what interior decoration would look nice. This just isn't exactly my style. That's worth a lot. Not exactly amazing, but neat. What's going on here? Knock knock. It's got some random stuff for me. Okay. I see a possible data slate in there. It's time to learn some knowledge. Interesting. Okay. I'll take that. We might need that down the road. NASA maintenance key. Never mind. That is very helpful, probably. Can I do anything up there? No. They're giving me a lot of these emergency power cells, and I feel like we might need them to power stuff up. Like right here. Just a lot of good materials. Anything else really around? It's so enterable though. Oh my god, it's level 56. Do. Whoa, what is happening? What is happening? My character's getting drunk.
Damage registered.
Oh my god.
Repair not possible.
Okay. Things went a little wacky there, but it's fine, I guess. Was a little scary. No, that doesn't help. So that can't be used here. Hello, knock knock. Well, I don't really need to get into that, do I? What the hell you got around here? Oh, yo! They had an M1911 in here? My kind of people. Thank God that thing didn't work, or else we'd have to sit on there for like 10 minutes and fight off random enemies that keep jumping onto it. Security procedures. Check all the badges before allowing access. Yes, even the generals. I don't care how angry they get. These are direct orders from the secretary. Absolutely no phones or recording devices. All written materials, clipboards, notebooks are to be checked on exit from the labs. Confiscate anything with confidential information on it. Access station logs.
Project log. Dr. Victor Isa. We turned on the prototype today. The gravitational field around it began to fold as we long suspected. Complete reversal of gravitational pull was observed on dozens of loose objects around the lab. I'm setting up a meeting with the directors to propose a larger test. The prototype proves we don't need the original anymore, but further work is going to have to take place in space, somewhere with abundant helium-3 and with a civilian partner. Someone with access to large-scale manufacturing resources and computational equipment. Engineering gravitational folds pulling the far side of the solar system closer to us? It's all going to be possible.
Project log, Dr. Judith Tatian. I watched the gravjet tests from the moon today. It was the first time we were able to talk to the team at Nova Galactic directly. So many things were under wraps before, but now everyone wants all the publicity they can get. I'm already seeing proposals for manufacturing androids of drives, expeditions to Alpha Centauri and beyond. It's also overwhelming and worrying. It could take years, decades, before we know what all the side effects of operating a grav drive can be. But no one wants to hear that right now. Like a bunch of pioneers racing towards the edges of the frontier without knowing about the grizzly bears in the mountains.
Interesting. So the artifacts seem to be how we got the grav drive to working, which is kind of sick. What the fuck? That's kind of crazy. They've got a zero-G tunnel thing? Oh, a lot of this place is zero-G. Okay, let's do our best. I see a cuttable wall over there. I'm interested. You can't be used here, but you can. What do we got around here? Okay, got it. That one's useless. Oh, thank you. Antique videotape. Oh. Suppressor and flechette rounds. Kinda sick. I'll take it. What the fuck? There's an artifact in there. Well, I obviously need to get in there somehow. Unknown at the current time how. But I'm sure we can make it work. Is there a skill for zero-G stuff? I swear there was. In combat? No, I don't think it's in combat. I thought there was a zero-G one. Maybe I was wrong. This is such a good thing. Like, this is so crazy. Oh, maybe it's in here. Move faster in zero-G. I think that was what I was thinking of. Victor, oh, he's dead. Prototype drive. Please be careful whenever running power through the prototype. Secure all loose objects and have researchers empty pockets or remove jewelry, watches, etc. Reminder that the core of the drive contains a specimen that is irreplaceable and all data is under the strictest clearance. Exercise all caution with all research materials and ensure information does not leave this lab.
I never actually got to visit your labs back when we were working on the grav drive projects.
Seems like ancient history now. Only thing we're doing these days is launching weather satellites.
Guess this is as good a retirement as any. Now, Project Demeter, you want our help manufacturing scanners to better track these new meteorological patterns we're seeing.
Our guess is that the poles might be naturally shifting, causing some gravitational fluctuations that are throwing off our old models.
Why do you need the scanning tolerances to be so small? What are you trying to find?
I just want to be sure. It's not like we're doing much these days anyway. The glory days are over. Why not give ourselves a challenge before they write us off in the history books?
Interesting. Hi, Barry. As requested, the astrophysics research team has done a full analysis of the data you provided us. The measurements of the Earth's magnetosphere show clear signs of fluctuation, often in correlation to the periods of frequent and large gravity wave spikes emanating from the moon. These gravity waves seem to be affecting the magnetic shield provided by the Earth's inner core and may be affecting the core itself given the proximity to the source. The data indicates the change rate is increasingly exponentially. As our magnetosphere falters, its ability to protect us from the sun's solar wind falters. Beyond the devastating effects of solar radiation, this will lead to something more dire, the sputtering or stripping away of our atmosphere. This has happened before to Mars, a planet studied once since the earliest days of space to see into Earth's possible future. We are afraid this future may be closer than we ever thought imaginable. Some may view this data as normal. There have been historical fluctuations in polarity changes of Earth's core, but this is orders of magnitude greater. We see echoes of the previous generation's debates over global warming, and we want the science here to be clear. Like waves in the ocean, those gravity waves rise and eventually crash into shore, the Earth, with devastating consequences.
I know what I'm seeing, Victor. The data coming back from the satellites is very clear. It's the grav drives.
All those jumps from the moon. At this rate, Earth's atmosphere is going to start sputtering out into space.
Can the drives be fixed?
I'm working on some designs that should discreetly solve the problem, under the guise of an emergency update to the fueling pumps.
We're talking about the end of Earth, and you're trying to be subtle about it.
Judith, the last thing we need is people losing faith in grav drive technology. That might be our only option.
To what? Are you seriously saying we should abandon Earth?
The timeline is under 50 years. A blink of an eye for a planet, but more than enough time for a human exodus.
And what do we tell people?
We say it's an act of God, one that science has found a solution for. Time for humanity to take its place in the stars.
You knew, didn't you? You lied to me. All this time, I dedicated my life to this discovery, Victor. And you knew we were going to kill off our planet?
You haven't seen the future I've seen. There's an infinite expanse of promise out there. A meteor could have hit Earth. A plague, another world war. Colonizing other galaxies secures humanity's future for all coming generations, across all time.
At the expense of our home.
Stop it, both of you. All that matters is building enough ships to get everyone off this planet. And we need to start now.
I'll draft up a statement. We'll need to address the entire international community. I'm sorry, Judith.
There isn't a planet in this universe that will be far enough away from you, Victor. We are never speaking again after this is over.
Well, we know what caused the Earth to get
My
destroyed.
name is Dr. Victor Isa. And if you're listening to this, then you probably already know the truth. I was young when I first headed the retrieval team of an odd gravitational anomaly on Mars. But I kept what really happened that day hidden from everyone except one other person. Even she didn't believe me at first. But I have no reason to lie to anyone now, so I hope you'll accept this confession, whoever you are. When I touched the anomaly, I experienced 12 days of lost time. I met myself. He told me everything that has since come true. The grav drive equations, the tests on the moon, Earth's atmosphere sputtering away because of what we had done. But he also told me about a city thriving on a planet orbiting a distant star. Human culture, art, music, lifestyles evolving and shining brightly across all of space. What price would I be willing to pay for that future? Maybe you don't believe me. Maybe Judith was right and I'm just a coward who wants to believe his mistakes were justified. But everyone has forgotten about the real origins of the grav drive, this artifact from Mars. I hope you make better use of it than I did.
Well, I mean, I'll try. Oh, everything's coming back to normal. And it's time to get our artifact. What the hell's going on in here? Hello. What's happening in here? Just a bunch of more resources? If I was looking for these, I would be happy. I don't want more resources, really. Well, we're in basement 3 now. Oh, I stole Yuko's coffee. Let's go. Hello, I would like to go back up. Oh, well, this works, actually. Perfect song.
Constellation, we've arrived on the surface of Earth. We need to discuss what you found.
And it looks like other Starborn got here before us. So, you might have company.
Got it. Whoa! They're immune to the effects. Little bastards. Well, looks like this is happening. We'll defeat him with an old Earth shotgun, just for NASA. Shit. Whoa. Just got pushed to the side. There's a ghost around here too? That hurt. I need energy, please. Thank you. Come here. Where are you running? What the hell is happening to me? Did he just suck the life juice? He's vampirizing me, bro. Oh, you little bastard. Oh, I could always be using Void Form for going through stealth. Sorry, I can't deal with you taking my life. Little bastard. Absolute gremlins, the lot of you. Anybody else? Anybody else deciding they want to fight? Holy shit. Be out of here. Talk to the emissary. Didn't mean to do that.
Do you understand now why I asked you to come here? The artifacts unlocked the secret of interstellar travel, at the cost of Earth.
An easy trade, honestly. Why have one world when you can have all the settled systems?
I mean, losing Earth is a big deal. But grav drives are really... I mean, having all of the settled systems is pretty important. But there's a lot of stuff on Earth that we kind of needed, but I do agree.
Don't you see? The power of the artifact forced humanity to the stars. They didn't get to make a choice. How many would have chosen Earth? What gave Victor Isa the right to choose for them?
You see the hypocrisy in what the emissary is saying, right? They don't want to rob people of their free will, but then they steal the artifacts for themselves.
In the wrong hands, the power of the artifacts can make anyone a tyrant. That's why we watch over them. The only thing you're watching out for is yourself.
I mean, the artifacts do be in the right hands, but what gives you the right to decide that? You did try to kill us, remember? It's time someone other than a Starboard made a decision.
Don't be a fool. The emissary and I may have our differences, but you do not want to give us a common
I'll fight
enemy.
you right now. I'll fight you right now.
For once, he's right. Don't do this. We can collect the final pieces together.
I'll side with the emissary, though.
Well, can't say I didn't try. We'll settle this at the usual place.
The buried temple. We'll be there.
You're lucky I'm a man of my word. I'll see you there.
Wow, that's a lot of
Stay for
XP.
a moment. You must have questions about what happens next.
What's the buried temple?
There's always a final artifact in a specific temple. The hunter and I agreed that whomever you sided with, the other would wait there. Expect anything and everything. Other starborn, human mercenaries, and defenses, alien creatures under mind control. It's all fair game.
We're waiting. Can we attack the hunter
He and
now?
I have made a number of agreements over the years, if you can even call them years at this point. We let him go. In exchange, he'll wait at the buried temple. You'll be able to prepare any way you can before then.
What should I do to prepare?
There is a temple for every artifact. You should find as many as you can. You'll need their power.
Will you be coming with me?
I'll meet you in orbit above the buried temple. We'll face what's there together.
Okay. Level 40. Hell yes. Okay. So I really want stealth. As a stealth meter, you are 25% more difficult to detect when sneaking. Suppressed weapons do an additional 5% sneak attack damage. Perfect. And then, I don't know what we go for next. Who knows? There's a lot of things we can do. But I guess it's time for seeing if, well, before we do anything, we should probably try to go grab artifacts. So I want to do all the faction quest lines too. Carrying too much, can't fast travel. Story of my life. How close are we to leveling up again? Damn, pretty close. We'll just use a battle meal. Okay. Time to see if Vlad has anything for us.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. Scan complete. You are cleared to land at New Atlantis. Please enjoy your visit to Jemison.
Thank you, thank you. Board. Okay, Vlad, we got some things to talk about, and I need some artifacts.
Still need to lift another set today. Been dragging. Shoulder stiff.
No, I want you to talk to me. Could you please talk to me?
Hmm? Oh, sorry. And the dot?
Well, I don't want to buy survey data from you.
And the darkness gets...
But I guess you don't, really want to give.
Lucky I noticed the pattern in one of those artifacts you pulled out. Here.
Did we only get one? I'll take it. Oh, that's a lot of minerals. Okay. Well, let's go grab this gravitational anomaly first. Since it's right here. This place does have a lot of random minerals, which is kind of sick. Gravitational anomaly, perfect. We need an amp. I would also love some distilled water. There it is. Those water, chlorine, and chlorosylanes. Sadly, I haven't seen any of those three. Well, obviously, or else I would have scanned them, but you know. Oh, well, there's water. Hello, knock knock. Here we go. Where is it? Give me this, please. Hey! After so long, we're finally getting a new power. weird for a second there. That's scary.
We are the worthy.
Bye-bye, bitch. Mission updated revelation. Wait, what did I even get? Elements, the true treasure of nature or planet and moon are drawn to your being. What does that mean? Wait. Oh shit, that's sick actually. Wait, that's actually cool. The hell? Still a big personal atmosphere guy. We can go do this. After all, I forgot that we can go invisible, so probably be smart to go and do that. Type M, B, and A stars of the fused planets. Okay. So we have the invisibility now, which is very nice. Probably gonna go security. I mean, there's a bunch of things that are like good. Like obviously this would be great. But I want to get master level locks.
Sorry. Wait.
Plus, we'll probably level up a bunch more times before we actually go to New Game Plus.
Rock might have. If you're looking for work, Mayor Cartwright might have something. Right way.
Well, that's not great. Something like this? No, that's not gonna work. But that's also not gonna work. So it has to be. Oh wait, this will work. Oh, wait. Inventory. Okay. Turn to Imogen. We can do that. Well, that stealth bar really does help. It's very nice, you know? Glad we finally got it. Operations.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done?
Everything's set. The deal should be ours.
Excellent. I'll let Ularo know that we can start moving forward with our negotiations. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills.
I'm ready for whatever's next.
Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands.
What do you need the keycard for?
We just need some easy access to competitor security. Sometimes obtaining a legitimate form of access is preferred over brute forcing it.
Let's get started.
Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
Okay. Or a suit or security guard uniform. Well, I need to get a suit. Cause I don't exactly look like I'm in a suit right now. Mining League. Keycards outfitters. You have suits here?
Come on. If you don't see
Let's see. Undersuit? Well, I was hoping for like an actual suit. But I'm assuming that's fine. Knock knock. Oh my god. I was just a little heavy, I'm sorry. Do. Jump. There we go, I've got a suit on. Knock knock clinic.
it nice and orderly.
Okay, where's this guy?
You lost? Because you don't look like you belong here. You need help with something?
I need you to hand over your security keycard.
Sure. Let me just get right on that.
Look, I don't have time for details, but it's an
If it's
emergency.
an emergency, it sounds like you need to make time for those details.
So this over, I'm sure we can come
I
to
thought I
understand
made
it.
myself clear. I'm not giving you my card.
Give me what I want, or you'll never get rid of me.
Oh my god. You're serious, aren't you?
I'll be asking if it wasn't so
I hear
important.
you, but it doesn't change anything.
Give me what I want, or I'll make.
What
or
did I
you'll give
do
it
to
me.
deserve
Perfect.
this? Here's the card. Just make sure you give it back when you're done.
Maybe. I'll think about that.
This unit is us.
Thank you. I need one of you. Get rid of that. And I really don't need you. So I would like that. Damn, we're still heavy. Get rid of that.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Why am I so heavy? But okay, I probably shouldn't be naked. Oh, these give me extra mass. Okay, cool. Hello, Imogene. Guess who's coming back?
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
Okay. My dogs are going crazy. Ooh. And we're back. Besides me dying because I ran out of stamina. That's not much of a back, is there? Do.
Hey there. Got that key card for me?
Here's the key card.
Now we're talking. Not bad for a novice. I think you're ready to kick things up a notch, and your timing couldn't be better.
Awesome. Glad to hear that, I guess. Ready for anything.
Good. It's time for a change of pace. This next assignment requires a bit more discretion for two reasons. First, you'll be dealing with high-level executives, and second, you'll be in the Astra Lounge here in Neon.
What's the significance of the Astral
If
Lab?
you haven't already heard the name Benjamin Bayou, you'd better get familiar. The man runs Neon and has ties to anything significant here, including Rayusian. The trade tower is his baby, and the Astra Lounge is the heart and soul. You do anything to scar that and make a scene, I guarantee it'll come back to haunt us.
All I need are the details.
The assignment is pretty easy. Our techs failed to uncover a potential deal between Infinity Ltd and Quantum Synergies. Your job is to make sure that deal fails.
Infinity Ltd and Quantum Synergies, what are these
Infinity
companies?
Ltd is one of our aspiring competitors. They have products in several similar fields, ships and neuroamps being the exception. Quantum Synergies specializes in ship operating software. We don't consider them a major competitor since their product line is so narrow. If the two are meeting to work out a contract, that tells us Infinity must be looking to get into the ship business. And we'd like to delay that, if we can.
Consider it done.
That's what we're hoping for. You'll be speaking with Quantum Synergy's Executive Director, Zola Adisa, and their Financial Manager, Arthur Cruz. I'll be giving you a dossier on both. I strongly suggest you read them for talking points.
Read the dossiers so I say all the right things about it.
Exactly. Those lines are most likely to sway Zola and Arthur away from Infinity, not to mention give them a gentle nudge in our direction. The Infinity Ltd rep is Nina Hart. I'll also be giving you an altered version of her presentation to swap out with the original. We've changed several figures, just enough to cause sufficient confusion throughout their meeting.
Sounds like the meeting is going to
Whenever
be chaos.
executives are faced with numbers that don't properly match up, any faith they may have had will falter. Finally, I recommend dressing appropriately, so I've taken the liberty of having a suit made for you. We need absolute discretion on this one. I don't want any SSNN broadcasts about murder in the Astral Lounge. Got it?
Got it, I'm ready.
I bet you are. Just remember to keep a low profile. Don't let the Astral Lounge distract you too much.
Okay. Do. Sure, we can have it hide. But I guess those don't really matter. There we go. Okay, what are the dossiers? Arthur Cruz, none. Self-made man. Charismatic and friendly. Enjoys talking to people. Stickler for facts and details. Driven by credits and how to increase his accounts. Financial security is everything. Talking points. Infinity profits are fabricated. One audit would ruin them. Region's profits are 25.7% higher and produce a higher quality product. Infinity's marketing and legal teams can't compare to Ryujin's. Ryujin Industries provides financial security. Zola, Dalia Adisa, mother, retired CFO. Inception Technologies, Mani Adisa, sister, public relations, Centauri Mill. Narcissist, obsessed with public perception, appreciation for professionalism and manner and appearances, drawn towards innovation, towards being part of something new. Quality is key, strong dislike to be associated with anything less. Infinity Ltd is a cheap version of Ryujin Industries. Infinity is a follower, not a leader when it comes to innovation. Infinity lacks clear vision with constant reorganization. Praise Quantum Synergies if the opportunity is presented. Okay.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out of yours.
Where am I? Where am I? There we go. Off we go!
Hamza kept pestering me about his damn missing slate. Like security's got time to track something like that down.
Ooh, everybody wants to. Activities wants me to talk to everybody.
Welcome to Galvin.
Always so. Oh, because we don't have the art. Oh, it's the pack that does it. Oh, thank God. disappears. Cool. There we go.
Someone came dressed to impress. Here on business, or just out to escape?
A little bit of both.
Ah, same here. Nothing like a business trip paid in full, especially when there's good downtime.
Someone sure out to impress you if you're at Astral Lounge. You must have business with Ryujin.
Ryujin Industries. A good guess since we are here in Neon, but no. Infinity Ltd.
Deal with Infinity Ltd? That sounds risky.
Risky, you say? By all means, enlighten me.
Infinity Ltd is a cheap version of Ryujin Industries?
Cheap is a word quantum synergy should never be associated with. I believed our team had thoroughly researched Infinity. But your comment gives me pause.
Infinity lacks clear vision with constant
That
reorganization.
instability was cited as a pain point, but one we could deal with as long as we maintained control of all joint projects. However, upheaval always comes with its own series of issues, delays, morale, public perception, and Drexler has yet to prove he can provide the consistency that I would prefer. Perhaps it really is more than I'm willing to undertake. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, never judge a book by its cover, is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
Perfect. So it seems like the dossiers give us easy access into the persuasion check, which is very nice.
All these years, and Bayou hasn't let this place slip a single notch. The man knows how to run a business.
You look like quite the businessman yourself.
I take that as a compliment. Coming from someone as well dressed as yourself, you either got great taste or great connections. Maybe even both. Tell me, you don't happen to work for Infinity Ltd, do you?
No, and I'd hate for anyone to think so.
Got something against Infinity, I take it. I'd love to hear your reasons why.
Infinity profits are fabricated, one audit would ruin them.
That's an awfully big claim to make. You'd have to have some inside details on their operation. However, it does match some of my own research that I've been conducting into their finances.
To compare, Ryujin's profits are 25.7% higher, quality included.
Aren't you the resourceful one? That number tracks with the insider details I've been getting. Interesting. Look, it was nice meeting you, and I quite enjoyed our little talk. But it sounds like I need to take another look at some data before I head into this presentation of theirs. See you around, and maybe next time I'll be doing business with you.
Switch Nina Hart's presentation. Can do that.
You're in the Vanguard, right? Hey.
That works. Imogene, look what I did. Are you impressed? Look at me go.
I think I got them.
Can I have personal atmosphere, please?
Cause any trouble?
Everybody get away from my personal atmosphere. This is for me. You don't know, but I work for Ryujin, so could you guys get out of the way? Where is Tranquility? Easy Seat. Perfect. Hoping this quest levels us up.
Just the person I wanted to see. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it?
Piece of cake.
You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astral Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
Our bonus is common?
Only as common as the flawless assignments you pull off. No one wants to clean up a mess. It takes a toll on several departments, which is why we like to promote a clean assignment.
This guy. Hello, Kawaii. Why you this guying me? What did I do? Who's Linda?
Don't tell me you forgot already. Our financial guru? They're brilliant with numbers. Also, if you ever want an honest opinion about anything, just ask them. They're honest to a fault, and often give their opinion on something whether you want it or not.
Don't this dude me. What did I do? I'm being bullied. Thank you for the bonus.
It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter.
Yes! Thank you. Little level up? Let's hear what's next on the agenda.
Your next assignment is to remind a competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love.
What does this competitor do to upset
Let's
Ryujin?
just say we don't tolerate theft or smear campaigns against us. If you want to steal in this industry, you better not get caught. And if you want to tarnish our good name, you better be ready for repercussions.
Is this like the Kelt Corp assignment?
Not quite. When you uploaded that virus onto Kelt Corp's network, that was a warning intended to slow down their internal productivity. Kelt Corp suffered the effects of that silently, although I guarantee they endured some serious client complaints. This assignment is about making our target look completely negligent in the public eye.
I'm ready for the details. Oh, she :3. I don't
Most
like
corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception.
What is this ARC device?
ARC stands for Assault, Reprogram, Corrupt. We think of it as a multi-tool of sorts. The ARC locates hard wiring and manipulates the information current being sent back and forth. Depending on the situation, it's designed to do all sorts of things, but inevitably, they all result in malfunction.
Is this some sort of sabotage?
You can call it what you like, but most importantly, it's your next assignment.
I'll get the job done.
Good. All you need to do is plant the ARC on the service panel of your target. We can handle the rest from here. Do your best to make sure you aren't seen. The key is to make this look like a malfunction. And good luck. Keep it up, And you'll probably have my job soon.
Oh, yes! Oh my god. Another level. So we probably want deception. Commence 5 ships to surrender. I see. That's gonna be an interesting one to level up. We definitely want that. Would love research methods. For when that's specifically for when we go to New Game Plus, though. Okay, we're going to Hope Deck. Vallow. The hell is Hope Deck? Hope Town. We've been here before, apparently. Oh, I think I remember this place. Yeah, we had to come here for the Rangers quest line. First of all, oh, we already have all that on. Well, I would like to show it because I don't want a dumb fitted business wear to be on there. Is it storming out again? That would be the answer. Well, then before we continue, we will continue tomorrow because my dogs are gonna go crazy. And I don't think there's anybody home now. So, thanks everybody for stopping by. I appreciate it, and see you boys.